Hello everybody, Weather Insider here, and I'm back again for another weather outlook. So today we have a moderate risk, and it's a pretty small one, only in Texas, only in the Texas Panhandle, but that is still a moderate risk, still some tornado probability with that. So be on the lookout, and this is going to continue the fourth day of the severe weather outbreak that we've been having. So, and it looks like it could possibly continue going for a little bit longer too. But you can see we have a moderate risk in the Texas Panhandle. We have an enhanced risk stretching from the Texas Panhandle in North Texas through the Oklahoma Panhandle and a little bit of the of western Oklahoma, and then we have it going up into central Kansas. And then we have a slight risk going from Missouri, central northern Missouri, through most of Kansas, once again through Oklahoma, the western side, and into Texas, that northern Texas area. And then lastly, we have the marginal risk that's a pretty big one, and we'll get back into that one actually in a minute. But we'll talk about the enhanced risk over on the East Coast. So it looks like the enhanced risk stretches mainly over Maryland on the East Coast, and then we have a massive slight risk over there, stretching from New York and the Canada border through Delaware and Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, into Kentucky, and through Virginia, and then back into the Maryland area. So, pretty big risk once again for today, so be on the lookout for severe weather on the East Coast as well. Moving into the tornado risks, we have a 10% chance in western Oklahoma and in that moderate risk in the Texas Panhandle, and that's also hatched for significant severe. So we're looking at a pretty big chance for some EF2 to EF5 tornadoes as well. And we have a 5% stretching from central Kansas through western Oklahoma once again and down into Texas. And then lastly, we have that 2% chance looking from Missouri through Kansas, through Oklahoma, and into basically all of that western portion of Texas. And a large 2% risk on the east coast in that slight risk area. Then we have the wind risk, and that those enhanced and moderate areas have a 30% chance for wind damage. The slight areas have a 15% chance for wind damage, and the marginal areas have a 5% chance for wind damage. And then the hail risk, and this seems like a pretty big risk as in the Midwest. We have a 45% risk in that moderate area in the Texas Panhandle, a significant severe risk stretching from the Texas Panhandle and a little bit of northern Texas into the Oklahoma Panhandle and western Oklahoma. Then we have a 30% chance for hail stretching from central Kansas down through Kansas into Oklahoma and that Oklahoma Panhandle and into Texas. And then finally, we have the 15% risks, one in Kansas stretching from northern Kansas through central Kansas down into Oklahoma and then down into western Texas. And then we also have the 15% risk over Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, and Pennsylvania, and a little bit into New York. And then the marginal risk contains a 5%. And that will conclude today's severe weather outlook. Be on the lookout, especially in the Midwest. Some tornadoes, definitely a risk for flash flooding because you guys have just been getting absolutely pounded right now with severe weather. So definitely be on the lookout for severe weather, flooding, tornadoes, hail, all pretty big risks for today. And I will be definitely uploading any update videos on severe weather if that seems to be the case. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.